Yes, now it is. I thought I could set it up.
Or two, just in case.
That would be close.
You have everything you need to review the application?
Yep, I've got everything I need.
If you read the complaint, I did take pictures of the house. Garbage. Some of them in business.
Yeah, it seems like a more than one problem.
You're right on the line.
Oh, yeah. My mom's down to that's not great. They can buy that, fishing gear, buy a playground.
She's a good,
Yeah.
well, she is.
One, two, three, four. What's the holdup? Anybody know?
I have no idea, Jerry.
I'd say it's we're all here.
Here, Jerry. This is Joe. Hear me, Jerry?
Keith, is that you?
This is Joe. Can you hear me, Jerry?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Joe, Joe in the middle. Yeah, I didn't even have the mask on before. Yeah, right.
How you doing? All right?
Good, good.
I think Jerry, he's the.
I'm waiting for the. Are you? You're not waiting on me, are you? I've done too long. Waiting.
Oh, Jerry.
Huh?
You're supposed to swear somebody in along the line here?
Ready to start? Are you ready to? That's what I just said. Are we ready to start? We should. We're after. The Mott's have a 4 o'clock appointment, right? And we're at 4:22 already. So we're holding. I think it's 4:22. I'll tell you.
No, we're not muted over here. We're not muted. Check. One.
I'm not sure. I'll tell you, this is all new. this procedure. But do you want me to swear them on? You're Mr. and Mrs. Martin in the middle,
Yes.
right?
Yes, yes,
Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the information you're about to give will be given accurately and truthfully to the best of your ability to do so?
I do.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to start, right? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So then just explain why you think your assessment should be reduced. Give us
Well,
what your feeling is.
We have been undergoing some difficulties here in this part of Newburgh because of a property owner next to our property. And we have had a property that was built the same year our house was built behind us, which sold a little over a year ago, maybe close to 2 years ago. And when we found that by perusing the town records, what it sold for, we were quite shocked. The property was foreclosed from its original owner. We have no idea the condition it was left in, but it was still standing, and it was shown by quite a few real estate agents. We feel it was in compliance with all the regulations the town has in place, and that it was habitable. We looked at that value. We looked at the decrease of about 16% that two appraisals took our property down in the last 7 years. That combined with the I call it illegal activities of our neighbor who uses his property as a dump. And I thought that we should come to the town and seek some relief from the tax burden we're carrying based on probably a newer and more accurate valuation of our home. We're looking for a 5% decrease in our assessed valuation, which we think is relatively fair based on what we're seeing in the market and based on what we're seeing with the activities nearby.
Okay. So,
I just have one question. According to the paperwork I have, you like to have your appraisal, or you feel that the value of your property is $260,000?
We do.
That you feel that it's going down based upon the other two appraisals? You got one from evaluation that says it's worth about $260,000.
No, they said about 300,000 is what
That's
they said.
Bellissimo. Yeah, that's Bellissimo. They said in the range of 295 to 310.
Right.
That's correct.
You feel based upon the problems you have with your neighbor, it should be reduced to 260?
Well, as I said to Brandon was here this morning, late this morning. I guess you folks wanted to see what it was I was talking about in my communications with you. And he was a little surprised to see what was going on next door, nearer to 32 than we are. And when Bellissimo appraised our house for roughly $300,000 to $305,000, that was about 5 or 6 years ago. We may
2014.
we may be forced to put our house on the market because of the difficulties we're facing paying the property taxes. I'm looking for just a little relief for the time we have left here. When I think of putting this house on the market and bringing realtors in here, and bringing prospective buyers in here, looking at the mess that's nearby, I have a feeling we're going to have a devil of a time selling, even though our home is a beautiful home in better condition than when we built it.
did you get any relief from the town on the illicit junk that's next door or nearby? Did anybody ever help you on that? I read in the report that you had reported, but I didn't see anything accomplished. Did you get any satisfaction from the fact that the neighbor is collecting junk or something, whatever he's doing here?
What we had done is we went to Jerry Canfield, and we've been complaining to his department since 2017. I finally started writing him in 2018, and you have everything I wrote to him.
I read.
And our telephone conversations with him and Mark. And his reaction to it is that the problem is a civil affair, and it's very tough to bring a civil affair such as this into the court system, which is burdened with criminal cases. He assured me that their attempts to rectify this are not stopping, but because of the virus now in place, they have no one to do anything about the conditions that we face. Now, over the last 2.5, 3 weeks, the dumpsters that I complain about in my communications have been taken away, but the dumping of demolition debris has not stopped. What they're doing now is they're piling it in front of the Red Barn, which faces Route 32. And it's in back of a truck, which is not registered anymore. So it's more or less hidden from sight, but it's still there. And, you know, this attracts not only vermin and bad feelings, but it does have a detrimental effect on real estate values. We have a neighbor a quarter mile north of us trying to sell a house, and they're just having a devil of a time. I don't know if this is part of the problem, but it certainly can help.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Is there anybody? Have any other-
Just to sum it up, you feel that the appraisal should be 260, or fair market value should be 260,000 based upon the debris that's being dumped next door. Is that correct?
Not only that, but also the diminished market. The house behind us sold for 100,000 less than what it was built and sold for in 2007. That bothers me a whole lot. And it's a very similar property to ours with more acreage than what we have.
Gary, I have no further questions.
I have none either. Anyone else?
No.
All right, well, we have, Mr. Mott, I'm pointing to my computer. We have all the information, and we'll go over it. We meet again, and we'll try to come up with something that's comparable, or I'm sorry, not comparable, satisfaction. If we can help you, we will, and we'll do the best we can for you. You know,
We certainly appreciate that you're taking the time to listen to us. We know this is difficult to do, but we do appreciate your giving us the time to be heard.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. This is something new for me too. I never did a Zoom on this there. You know, we usually have people come out. So we'll try our best, because that's great. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming, and we'll get it done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gary.
We'll notify you in a couple of weeks, I'm sure, one way or the other, what they're going to do, because we have to, the committee meets again, the team rather meets again, and we'll go over all the information we have and try to come up with something that's, satisfaction, for you.
Okay, very good. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here.
Thank you. Goodbye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Hi, I'm sorry. I thought I was supposed to be able to speak, and I was accidentally muted. I just wanted to say that a quick analysis of this property, not including what's going on with this garbage problem, does show an assessed value of somewhere between 270 and 300, same as they're showing. And I think that this property at 275 is already under assessed. So, but the board will have to make their determination, but I would like to have permission to submit a report to them about this property. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, fine. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. The property is currently,
One more switch, if you don't mind.
Okay, that would be great. This is really
Oh, I should go back down here.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if you don't mind, maybe when they come on, if I could turn off the air conditioner, just for the time that they're on.
Yeah. Oh, you mean people in the,
If I could turn off.
oh,
the
turn off,
air,
yeah, that.
because it's so scary.
excuse me. I thought you were ready.
Thank you very much. 7473 comes up as the next appointment. 4:30.
Thank you.
Did the next people come in? The next homeowners? It's 4:32.
See it yet?
Not yet. 516 number when it comes out.
We'll look for it. You can have like the next number comes in, it's gonna be 561 or whatever. Just go for it.
Oh, it's 7473.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Email, is that?
Yep, and you want them unmuted?
Yeah, that's Melissa Schaefer. 4:30 appointment, Melissa Schaefer.
Hi, everyone.
Yes, I need to say unmuted. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. This is Melissa Schaefer over at 365 Carter. How are you today?
Sorry, let's see. I wasn't paying, I was reading the screen. Is someone speaking to me or?
Jerry, This is Melissa Schaefer, Jerry, our next request.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know, you're not on the screen. So that's why I'm just.
Oh, correct. I'm calling in by phone.
Yeah, okay. I was looking at where it's coming from. Okay, let me swear you in. It says, do you solemnly swear or affirm that the information you are about to give will be given accurately and truthfully to the best of your ability to do so?
Yes.
Okay, so if you will just tell us to the board what exactly you're looking for, and we'll see if we can help you.
Sure. Thank you. So I own two parcels. Are we speaking about 38.31 or 2211? I'm sorry, 22.211.
This is Keith. I'll interject for a second here. We were under the impression that you had agreed to a stipulation on the lot, so they are looking at the information for your actual house.
Okay, thank you. I actually didn't receive any contract from Keith, so I wasn't sure if that was done or not.
Oh, you didn't receive the email with the single page for the stipulation for you to sign?
No, I did not.
Okay, then we will resend that to you. But gentlemen, that's just for the lot behind her house. Her and I have come to an agreement on that. She's disputing the value of her actual home today.
So it doesn't affect this paperwork we have, Keith?
Did we receive did the Schaefer property information come on the screen? I don't seem to have it.
Because she submitted two grievances, one for the lot and one for the house, which she is discussing today. We've come to an agreement with her on the lot. So what she's going to be discussing with you fellas today is her feelings about the value of the house itself.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So are we ready to begin?
I don't have that. I don't have that application or anything, but I got the one that we just did. The one that with that only got two. I supposed to have three.
If you receive the email from Laura, there's three separate attachments on there. One is for Ms. Schaefer. There's three attachments.
I'll open it again, but let me try this one because it says McCurdy on the property. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Let me open it. I'll tell you, this is a new thing here. Tonight. This is McCurdy. I don't have I don't have Schaefer. I have 2 McCurdys and Mott.
Okay, Ms.
Schaefer
Schaefer.
is in here.
Okay, good.
Hang on, guys. I have Schaefer.
Does anyone else have it?
I have Schaefer.
I have it too.
I don't know. All right, I'll go back to, I'll look again. I got McCurdy and Mott. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, it's not a, it's a, it's there. I see the. I'll just click on that and see what I come up with. Or, here we go. All right, I think I have it, but it didn't come in the same way. It was just in with somebody else's. And I clicked, saw the name. I clicked on it, it came up. Is this the house on Carter Avenue?
That's me.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I got one. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think yeah, okay, I think I'm all right. Go ahead, if you're waiting on me, I'm okay.
Okay, so should I begin?
You swear in, Jerry?
I did already.
Okay.
Did I did, I'll do it again if you didn't.
No, I'm sorry. I missed it, Jerry. My fault.
Okay.
Okay. So I purchased the home for $140,000 as a cash buyer back in 2019. I did have grievance adjust to that value, but after living here for about a year, we've realized that the things like the boiler, the combustion chamber is completely shot, needs to be replaced. The central air does not work. The siding is completely in shambles, in complete shambles. The porch joists everything has to be redone. The deck has to be redone. The kitchen, everything is lopsided. Anything that was renovated was not renovated correctly. I mean, even I have steam heat. They used copper piping. These are things I should have taken pictures of. I did try to find properties that were like mine, parcels that were like mine, but I had a very tough time finding something that was similar to my home. I don't believe that the parcel is worth, definitely not. I believe it was 152.9. I definitely disagree with that. I don't even think that it's worth what I paid for it. But I'd like to hear maybe your thoughts on it. I did include some pictures of the, everything's chipped, everything is cracked. The house does need a complete and total renovation pretty much wherever you look. Other than that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what else to say. It's everything. There's, you name it, the plumbing, there's leaks all throughout the house that we just got on top of. The basement is a nightmare. I mean, the water damage in the basement is pretty terrible. I believe I included some photos of that as well, along with the ancient boiler that I have to replace, which is a fire hazard. The issues with the combustion chamber, the combustion that's happening in there is happening against the wall of the cast iron. And, you know, if I were to continue to use it, would break through. So that has to be done immediately. And as I said, other than that, I don't believe there's much else to say.
Jerry, may I ask a question?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Mrs. Schaefer, did you visit the house before you purchased it, and did you have it inspected before you closed?
I did, and yes, I did, but as you know, inspections don't last a full year. I mean, there's always more to find.
Okay, so all this happened within a year?
It's not that it happened within a year, it was an existing issue, but I purchased the year right around grievance time, and I wasn't aware of these issues when I grievanced last year. This year, I am aware of these issues.
Okay.
I
May
did
I
not know
speak?
that the central area did not. Of course. I'm sorry. That's not my question.
This is Lori Cody, the assessor.
Mhm.
So I did a quick report on this property, and I found other sales that were in the range of the 160,000 that's assessed at right now. We did give a $36,000 reduction, which is about 90,000 in market value based on the sale price. I think that, you know, we would like to reserve the request to actually come in and see, but I do want to ask you just a few questions, ma'am. Is your heat working, and did it work this winter?
Up until it got manageable, it did, but then it became too frightening to start it back up once we heard.
Is it non-functioning then? Is it not functioning right now?
It's not non-functioning, but it is a major hazard. So I would say that it's not safe for it to function. It's not safe to turn it on.
Do you have an estimate for repairing it?
I actually just had someone come today. I'm waiting on 2 email estimates, one from Andy VTech and one from a company in New Jersey called, I forget the name of the company, but Andy VTech was just here about 11 o'clock.
What was the estimate?
I did not receive an estimate yet. It's coming via email.
Okay, so I would love to see that so I can make a recommendation to the board. And that's all I had to say about the matter. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ms. Schaefer, I just have one question. Did you plan on living in this house in 2019 when you bought it?
Actually not for the summer, no. I was still working in Long Island, but I did wind up living here from September on. So yes, this year I did plan to get in eventually.
Mrs. Schaefer, I'm looking at photographs, and were these photographs taken at the time prior to purchase or after you moved in? Because the photographs show the house almost uninhabitable. And some of the walls are, you know, broken down, and the many, I can't tell what this is. Looks like kind of a motor is disassembled, and I just was wondering.
Yes, well, that was the condition of the house pretty much when I bought it. We did know about the aesthetics outside, the siding. That was obvious, but we didn't realize, you know, that the plumbing issues were as vast as they were. You know, there was a lot of existing damage when we did buy it, but I honestly, not much has changed since we purchased it. But, you know, as you can see, the pictures that I took differ majorly from the MLS. I do believe that the pictures from the MLS were from several years back, especially of the outside of the property. And then if you do take a closer look inside, nothing was done properly. They did, I guess, a quick slip or at some point, and nothing's insulated properly. You know, everything, I mean, even the doorknobs are backwards. Everything is backwards.
Well, it looks like, if these are the old pictures, look like somebody then you rehabbed this, because I noticed that the front, there was no front steps or anything.
Well, the front steps are completely deteriorated because there are no gutters on the house, even in the front where they desperately are needed. And so there was bad water damage. The stairs were dilapidated. I do have before pictures of that I can follow up with. But we did demo them with hopes to repair them, but then we found the issues with the joists, you know, further damage. So that got put on hold.
Did you have somebody look at this before you purchased it?
We did have an inspection.
Who
We
did the
not
inspection?
have,
Somebody local, or do you think, is there somebody we would know, or?
I could look through my emails. It was through Margot Labizzetti. If you'd like, I could try to look that up quickly. I don't remember his name. He was local.
Okay, what was that name again? Margot?
Margot Labizzetti.
What is she? Is she a realtor or?
That was my realtor. Okay, so the inspector was Genuine Home Inspections. And if I click on it, maybe I can get an actual person's name. Maybe it was Eric or something. What does it say?
Jonathan Kessler.
Jonathan Kessler was the name of the inspector.
Where are they located?
Just a moment, I just closed it. We're just looking for the address. Maybe it's a typo. We're working on that information.
Salt Point, New York.
So,
While you're doing that, can I just speak for 1 second? I'd like to ask for an appointment to get in and do an inspection on Friday with you possibly. Would that work for you?
I'm working, and so is my wife. She's at Home Depot and I'm at Bricks in Marlboro, so Friday doesn't quite work. Fridays are busy at the restaurant. Okay, so it's Salt Point, New York. They're located in 207 Marshall Road.
One of the offices in Wappinger Falls.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, would you be willing to let us come and do an interior inspection?
Not at the moment. Our work schedules are pretty heavy right now.
Okay, a last question. Are you actually living at the house right now?
Yes, we are.
Thank you.
I'm done, Jerry.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Are there any other questions?
No.
Okay, thank you.
I just sent the email again to Ms. Schaefer for the stipulation on the lot. So if you don't get it, Ms. Schaefer, please give me a call and let me know, but I just resent it again.
I did see it. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, well, thank you, Ms. Schaefer, for coming in.
Thank
We'll go over the information we have, and you'll be notified in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Keith, did you see this house?
Next appointment is 5:50.
Keith?
You talking to me? I saw I went around the outside of it. I opened she came to the door, the two ladies that live there. And so I was able to get a view from the doorway, but I did not actually go in the house.
I'm just wondering, I mean, the pictures I saw, I'm sure you had the same ones. I mean, the outside looked terrible. All the paint peeling down.
If you go there, Keith, again, you ought to wear a helmet.
We got to keep in mind that we don't reward people for not taking care of the house. I mean, probably when we get together on this one, a compromise might be something like a temporary reduction to give them some time to get the stuff fixed up. But truth be told, you know, it's better condition from when they bought it a year ago, and they knew what they were getting into. So they're going to be fixing it up. We can't reward them for not fixing it up. You know what I mean?
It looks like they bought it as a rehab. You know, I mean, I
Yeah,
think.
absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
I think they actually bought this house with their eyes closed. I mean it. How could you buy this house?
I don't know.
All right, gentlemen, be nice, be nice. Now, we gave them a substantial reduction, but I think it's unfortunate that we can't get in to see further. But I will make a recommendation to the board about this one, so.
You're going to have to make a good sell to have me approve a reduction.
Agreed.
Well, like I said, we gave a substantial reduction already, and it was based on the sale at the time.
That's
So-
fair. That's fair.
Okay.
I remember it from a year ago.
So, McCurdy's the next one. It should be coming in soon.
Yep.
My list says they're scheduled for 5:50.
Okay.
Oh, 5:50. Oh, I thought it was at 5.
Get an hour.
All right.
Maybe you got them.
43-1, 23.1.
You go walking today, Michelle?
I didn't, not today, but the show looks really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love going there.
How many times do you usually go around? I see you go.
Guys, Laura tells me you definitely have McCurdy in there, so you should have the papers.
I have it. Yep.
The one away.
I have it. What happened on the last thing, they had McCurdy and Schaefer on one. And then when I went to the next one, it had
That one
McCurdy,
has two.
You get there.
and then it had a line that just said, what's her name? The last one with the Schaefer. And I said, yeah, it didn't look like a normal click-on thing, but I said, it's the only name I got. I clicked it, it came up. So it just wasn't, I had them after.
Jerry, I'm not sure what happened, but I know that Laura's told me that she definitely sent McCurdy into you, so you should have it.
No, I have it. I have McCurdy.
Oh, you do? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Didn't McCurdy come in last year?
I don't remember.
Let me check that.
Curious.
Give me a minute.
He's got two sites on one property.
Okay.
McCurdy.
That's 43-123.1. Okay, let me find it.
Somebody did drop something. Where is this stuff you got?
State Forest, State Park. Well, if you go up 17K, you go past, Gold's Gym and head towards Montgomery, and there's Coldenham Road. And then, like, the next left is Fall Ridge Road, and you go all the way back into the parking there, and it's like down there. There's like 15 miles of trails. A lot of it, mostly for bikes. But I heard something pushing through the brush. Like, the chipmunks jump, you hear them, but this was like something, it was just continuous. I mean, it's like, must be a water monster. It was so thick. And it had to be like 4 feet long, and it went right in front of me. Oh my God. And I saw 3 of them.
That's where he lives.
Yeah, I know. I'm just terrified.
I've been there for 4 years. Even one that I was weed whacking it. Like a little black thing, snuck back into the shoulder. That's all. I've never
garage and it's heavy enough, like. I think
Yeah,
it
that's
was-
I don't think our trail is really safe, so it's controlled.
I like that.
Some of these other trails, they're pretty for female.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of girls, it's that, like, they feel better if you see them. Go around, but-
Oh, come on, really?
Hi, give me one more minute because we didn't see any change in RPS, but we're looking to see if they're on our master list from last year, and it takes a minute. Takes a minute, guys. Okay, they were not on our master list from last year, and they had no reduction in the last few years. Let me see
Okay,
if I can see a year's reduction. Nope, I see no changes in their assessed value from 2013 to the present.
Well, the next one is 550. And the break is at 6. And then if it comes in after 8, I think it's done.
I understand.
It cuts off at 8 as far as.
None of the paperwork that comes in after.
Tomorrow night you're here again.
Yeah.
Oh, tomorrow meeting tomorrow. But I tell you, that's gonna be 25 minutes. Yeah. Really?
That's okay. They have a zoning board on Thursday.
They are too. Well, zoning is this Thursday. too.
Yeah.
So you got 3 Tuesday, Thursday. Tonight, tomorrow, and next.
Yeah.
And you've done.
Hey, Keith,
You've done,
I'm looking at this paperwork we got on McCurdy.
Nope.
You have it, same thing I have. Is it there two parcels here?
Let me take a look, hold on.
Like as home.
Yeah.
You do it at home.
You know what? It's actually easier to do it.
No, it's not two parcels. It's also known as, it's a double lot, so it's 73/75.
Okay, so there's 2 buildings on it?
No, single building, but the address is slash. It's 73/75,
Okay.
single family.
On that computer, can you join or do you use that computer for something else?
No, I could join on that,
But the photograph here shows a two-family residence.
Yeah, if I had the internet.
It's on the,
It's only one house, two-family residence.
Let me see if you can hear that. Yeah, I could turn my speakers down and just,
Yeah, the visual, well, then you'll see everybody.
yeah, that would be really good. I just don't have the password. Let me see how to do that.
Just let me know.
On my
Oh, it's gonna
phone.
be, town, hall. It's like TON meeting room? Yes, I think it says town, TON is like meeting room or big room or something.
Okay, let's see.
I should be able to tell the other two. Yeah, so maybe they'll look for it. Pull that.
Hi, all right, I wanted to let you guys know I looked up the property and it's considered to be a 280. And this is multiple residences and usually would indicate more than one building. Can we ask that question?
I said two-family house. I think there's only one building, but two-family in the photograph.
Okay, well, we have it as a 280. Maybe there were, are there any like little cabins or anything on it? Is the owner on the phone?
No. Oh, I don't know.
Aren't they supposed to be on with us? This is a personal hearing, right?
550. It's 10 minutes to 6 is their hearing.
Hold on a minute. I'm gonna go back into RPS.
The appraisal that they submitted was as a 2-family.
Yeah. And the photograph shows only one house.
You turn the sound down?
I did, I'm sorry.
No, I got one here. I didn't want to bother yours.
That was for equity, home equity.
Must be
loan.
two of them, okay.
I just wanted him to see the picture.
So my records are showing that this is two houses on one lot. We've got a old style property that's about 3,003 square feet. And then we've got a second building, which is called Other, and it's 768 square feet. So I'm showing two buildings plus a barn, a shed, and a garage.
Oh,
We have no photos.
Well,
If you scroll down through the photos in the appraisal, it looks like the second unit is in the same building with the barn doors. So
Yeah, it says residential, 384 square feet.
yeah, I only have one photograph. Is there more at the end there?
Yeah, keep scrolling.
All right.
It's a rectangle structure.
Here we go. All right, I see the original. No, it says, wait a minute, rear front view of appraisal property, of subject property. And then there's I thought it was a second building, but it's a rear view. It's like an L shape.
if you
Now, this
scroll
one
down,
is just a rectangle.
You'll see unit 2 if you scroll down in the photos of the appraisal.
Okay. Street scene. Unit 2. I see it says front of unit 2, yeah. It looks like they attached it to the original house. See where the roof is tied into? Rear view.
I don't think it's working too well, Laura. I'm doing the personal hearing and the McCready's aren't even on the phone. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, the unit 2 has a bath. There's a picture of a bathroom, so maybe there is someone living there, I guess. Maybe that's where the 2-family comes from. There's a bedroom, kitchen, dining, living room. Oh, then they show you some comparable rentals.
Apparently, Mr. McCurdy is ready to go now. Are you gentlemen ready to take him now?
You ready for McCurdy, Jerry?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right,
Okay.
I'll get on the phone and conference him.
Are they here? Are they on?
On the phone, Jerry. Hold on a minute.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Mr. McCurdy, Brendan Nielsen here from the Town of Millwood Assessor's Office. How are you? I was wondering if it's okay to add you to the conference call for the board assessment. I understood that you were on the phone.
I heard you coming.
Okay, yeah, so it's okay to add? All right, I have your consent. I'm going to start adding you to the meeting. Thank you, sir.
All right, we have on the phone Mr. McCurdy.
Yes.
Ready? Are we ready?
Yes.
Mr. McCurdy, I'll have to swear you in.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please?
Yes, are you ready to go? I'm gonna have to swear you in.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Do you solemnly?
Okay, yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the information you are about to give will be given accurately and truthfully to the best of your ability to do so?
I do.
Okay. Will you tell us what you're looking for and what can we do for you?
Well, I have been in my house a long time and have, invested a lot of money in it, and I like where I am, but over that time period have had several mortgages and home equities and funding children's educations, etc. And I had my last appraisal in order to get a home equity line came in at a number that I thought was low, and I thought, then I gave it a second thought and realized, well, maybe my expectations were high, and maybe this person who had come in and done what a professional assessor is supposed to do was more realistic. So that appraisal that I received is really the basis for a kind of a request to have my tax rate reconsidered and lowered if possible, or the assessed value rather.
Mr. McCurdy, is that appraisal from 2018, 375,000?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That was for a home equity loan, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Well, that could be a little deceiving. I'm not an authority, but home equity, they never give you 100% on a home equity loan. It's usually a shorter term, but that's all right.
Right. Yeah, they give you a percentage. It's just that when he came back and said, here's what it's worth, I originally was like astounded because I had higher ones in the past, but not being in real estate, I said, maybe the market isn't as good as it used to be, or maybe it's been going down. And that's what kind of led me to say, well, hey, it's probably worth, filing the form and seeing what you guys think about the appraised value of the property.
Yeah. All right. That's fine. That's what we're here for. Well, is there anything else you can give us to, help us in a decision?
Probably not, because I've been in the house so long. I've done 2 kitchen renovations, so I've spent, an awful lot of money, on either fixing, repairing, maintaining, or upgrading. So that I'm sure, would work against the concept of it not being worth as much. So I'll keep my mouth shut on that front.
So we have a lot of, we have all the paperwork that's on file. I just thought if you had something new to add. Well,
can I ask a question?
Sure.
Yeah, I wanted to know how many buildings are on your property?
There is a house, a main house. There is a barn, which is a structure. And in fact, when I bought the property, it's odd. My dad has been in Newburgh, was in Newburgh long before I was, and he remembers knowing somebody that lived in the cottage, or there was a residence in the barn, a little one bedroom place. And what I did, I think it was in 1989, is got a permit and basically rebuilt that so that it's a nicer one bedroom apartment as part of the barn. So you've got the main house, you've got the barn, and then there's a little corn crib that has been there for as long as I've had it. We did some repair work on it last year, so it's in much nicer condition, but it's still basically, instead of a corn crib, it's now basically a tool shed.
So in terms of the number of units, you actually have 2 units? Because I saw that on the larger house, the 3,000 square foot one, it had three bathrooms, and I was wondering if that was more than 1 unit.
No, that's a one family. I think before I purchased the house, the owner had passed away, and it spent a year basically empty, and the people were, kind of breaking in and burning fires in the wood stove. But I know at one time in the 70s, it was a 2-family. And when I bought it, there was evidence of 2 kitchens. And so at some point, somebody had split it up. But from 1986 till now, it's been just a 1-family on the house.
So you have 2 one-family homes. One larger
Right.
one and
Yep.
one smaller. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
They're connected though, right?
No, the other one is part of the barn.
Oh, all right. Okay, I see. Okay, I was looking at the.
And in that case, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was looking at the photograph. It looked like in the back, towards the back of the house, it formed an L. I thought that was the other apartment.
No, that's actually a garage that we added in 2000.
Okay, I just looking at I got a wrong perspective when I looked at it. I'm looking from the rear. So I thought when you were talking another apartment,
Right.
it looked like an addition there. That's fine. Any other questions?
Nope.
I'm good.
No.
All right. Well, anything else we can help you with, Mr. McCurdy? Is there anything?
No, I'd say the town has been a great place to live, and I appreciate the hard work and the time you guys put in, and if it's possible to reduce the appraisal, that'd be great. If not, that's unfortunate, but that's life. So we always hope as homeowners in town, we always want values to go up, but you never know what's actually happening until you're selling.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so we'll go over information we have, and we'll let you know in a couple of weeks.
That sounds good. Thanks very much.
Okay, good speaking with you.
Yeah, same here. Bye-bye, guys.
I know.
Bye. Board, I just want to let you know that I've spoken on the phone to Mr. Singh. We need about a half an hour to 40 minutes to get his paperwork finished. I'm sorry, Laura has finished it. She's whirlwind. She is emailing it to you right now. Mr. Singh, though, won't be at his residence until a half. So he instead of being at 7, he can do 5:30. Less than a half now. I spoke to him about 10 minutes ago. So he should be there at about 5:30.
What's the name on this one, please?
This is Mr. Singh, S-I-N-G-H.
Okay, so that's not on our sheet. This is
There's a second sheet where he's the 7 o'clock. We have one at 7. So he's now going to try to get home a little faster so that you guys can talk to him.
so Singh. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Have we got on the computer, or did you email it out to us?
I think Laura is just emailing it to you right now.
Oh, good,
So
okay,
give it a
'cause
couple of minutes.
Yeah, I didn't see it. That's good.
Yeah, she's just sending it, so hold on.
Hey, can I put the right number in?
Okay, Laura told me that she's just hit send and she's going to bring it into the meeting so that Joe will have it.
Great, thank you.
Everybody?
Nobody for the evening.
Yeah. I'm surprised we even got these with the, under the conditions.
You have the second.
I do, yeah.
Okay, so, yeah.
Is it
26.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, this will give me an opportunity to look off here for a second.
Everybody know their,
9:30, right? Okay. That shouldn't last the rest of the night anyway. And that lady that had all the detail, or whoever, you know, did that one go up already? Or?
oh, no, that one settles.
That's gonna be a good one.
It settles, they're not doing it. What's the inside track? We need to go back to regular operation. When do we go back to regular operation?
Next Monday.
Okay.
Everyone's coming back. It's still gonna scream.
Is the zoning board office moving over to Hudson View Plaza?
Zoning and planning will be moving up there, probably. It's the second week.
Yeah, okay.
Lights for
What are you gonna do?
Gotta take a picture.
We're gonna get sewer and water department, which is now the courthouse.
I gotta take a picture at the break. 6 and 7. It's very odd. We're waiting for a new applicant. 5:30. Now, let me come back. You gotta be here for 2 hours. I mean, that's still 2. What do you have the temperature? Yeah? Come. Okay.
Have the original 1840, maybe 1860. That was like the hand-drawn map of this town in 1860.
Oh, really?
Farms and whatnot.
Oh, wow.
The county donated it to us, and we had it framed in that shadow box.
Oh, is this what
And
you're
it was-
talking about at the town board meeting?
Yeah, it was rolled up for so many years. You can see how the paint has, it doesn't like it. Blackness. All they had back then was farms. Maybe some of them people will be good complaining about their taxes too. Exciting meetings.
Yeah. Keith? Keith? I'm looking at this paperwork from Mr. Singh.
Yes.
Said he had, it was used as an office. Now he's converted it to a garage and he's complaining that the square footage of living area is less than what we have it down for. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to have a significant effect on the value, but I gotta get off this screen so I can look at it at the same
Okay.
time as you.
Yep.
He had it on the market until January of this year, and he has he's advertising 5,426 square feet of living space in his listing.
Yes, is the tax current at my house is 5,200 square foot, but instead it is about 400 square foot less. That's because the prior owner used the garage as an office.
Gotcha. Well, he advertised it at the 54.
Okay.
Let's see if we got. I can't open RPS on this computer that I'm doing the Zoom on, so I have to go to another page here. Hold on. Looks like we have 2352 on the first floor, 2430 on the second, and an additional 644 on an area above the garage, it looks like, for a total of 5426.
That's when he had it listed for sale. That's what he had, 54.
Yes.
When I looked in RPS, I also saw that there was square footage assigned to the garage, but he is saying that we're missing, that we counted that garage space as living area. So that's in question.
Yeah,
And when we purchased it for 650, he purchased it as 5426 as well. That was in 2011.
Well, in his letter, he said the tax assessor decided it was 5,200 square feet, and it's about 400 feet less than that. So he's nibbling it down even further.
Well, you know what they say, no matter how many people measure a house, no two are gonna come out the same, so.
But it was 5,400 when he's listed it in January, you said?
Correct. And when he purchased it in 2011.
It was 54 when he purchased it?
Correct.
Okay.
And again, as with most of these, I don't think they're really disputing the value of their house. They're just unhappy with the amount of taxes that they're paying, you know?
That reduction, he's looking for $124,000 reduction. He feels it's worth $124,000 less than what he paid for it.
Right.
That doesn't add up at all.
And the fact that if it was worth that much less, why did he have it listed at 649, you know?
For you.
Okay.
Yeah, we doing our sunshine meeting by Zoom? By Zoom, or are we getting together on that one?
What do you think, Jerry? Should we get together?
Yeah, if we say, you know, well, there's only going to be four of us because Joe's fell down or something. He's in the hospital. So, yeah, we could do that. And we stay, what is it, social distancing and wear masks.
Yeah. Plenty of room here, you know, to do it.
Okay.
How you feel about that, Lou?
I'm fine with that.
We don't have anyone. Do we have anyone after Singh for tonight?
Not as of right now.
We don't have anyone yet, but we have to allow people to come as late as 8 p.m. So Singh is the last one, but we still have to be here for this.
Oh, all right. Not a problem.
When do we want to meet,
Thank
Jerry?
you.
I don't know. It shouldn't take. Let me look at, where's my calendar? Oh, it's under here. I said 1, 2, 3, 4. June. How about, I'm looking at a calendar and see, today's the 26th. That gives us 3 days left in this week. And then Monday, June 1st, 2nd, 3rd. How about the first week in one of those days in June? Is that enough time for everybody or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me too.
What day you looking at? The only day I'm tied up in June I know so far is the 9th.
Oh, no, I was going to do before that. I thought the first.
Jerry, I'm sorry. Hold on. It's Lori. Listen, we have asked you to sign the letters for people to have their information back to us by the 10th. So we really can't have you guys come back for the determinations without allowing those taxpayers to get their paperwork into us. It's that letter that you signed. So
Right.
think more like the 15th of June or something of that nature, please, guys.
All right,
Thank you.
then it's you said the 15th of June is that right? That's a Monday.
I believe that's a Monday, so.
Yep, it is. Anybody have a problem with that?
I'm okay with that, Jerry.
I'm okay.
Okay, so I'll put that down.
When you want to do it?
Joe, how about you? Is that okay with you?
No problem for me on the 15th. I'm all right.
Okay.
What
good.
time?
Keith, is that okay with you, Keith?
Yep, whatever works for the fellas works for me.
Oh, yeah, what
Thank you
time?
so much.
You want to meet? We can actually meet anytime because there's no, it's just us. In the morning?
I will
or-
still reserve it with Joe, but I'll still reserve it with Joe, but I'm going to make it a tentative for whatever time you want on the 15th.
But not the crack of dawn or nothing.
No, what's good for everybody? This is okay for me.
Say 11, 10:30, 11, guys?
Okay with me. I'm nodding. Nobody-
11 works for me.
Okay.
Okay, 11 a.m., guys. I'm calling it for 11. I'll let you know if there's any kind of a conflict with Joe. I'll let you know right away immediately.
So we're going to meet at Town Hall?
Yeah.
Yep, there would be town hall in the conference room, the
Okay.
community room.
All right.
All right, so it's 11 o'clock, Monday morning,
The 15th.
the 15th. Okay. Board of Assessment review.
Wear your masks, guys. Wear your masks.
Yeah, we got a social distance too.
No, Trump said it'll be all over by then, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Board of Assessment.
Well, I'm wearing a mask anyway.
Well, I have to, or my wife won't let me go.
I'm not allowed in there, so I'll be wearing my mask, but I'll be in my room unless you guys need something, so.
Mr. Singh is now in the room.
Mr. Singh, you're now on with the Board of Assessment and Review.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Let me get I was making notes there, so I'm ready to roll. Sing on the line? You can speak, tell us what your plan is. Right. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the information you are about to give will be given accurately and truthfully to the best of your ability to do so?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then you may start and tell us what your plan is.
My plan is, sir, I bought a house in 2011. The taxes was I didn't look at it, but it was around 16,000, 17,000. And I feel like every year went up. I know that, the margin 2-3% every year to go up. But I look at it, my neighbors, they have the same size as houses. Even next door, they built a new garage, almost 1,000 square feet. He paying like $4,000 less than me. And then finally, I find out my house was the model house. And then where the 3-bay garage was, they have the office. And I very believe the office was the garage was include square feet with the garage was include the square feet with the house. That's why it's 4,700 something square feet. And lately I was trying to sell last couple of years because of only the taxes. Right now I'm paying like 21,000 and something change with the school tax and the town taxes. And I put it on a sale, $649. I drop it, I think it was $699, then I drop it $679. Even I tried $649, I couldn't sell it. So I take up from the market. And I was wondering if you guys can give me a little bit of break, what is the fair value?
I just would like to say something really quick.
Sure.
So RPS is showing that the garage is on the record at 644 square feet, and then it's got a separate 5426 on the square foot living area. So Mr. Singh, I'd like to, if possible, before we do make a determination, if the board will be willing to let us come out and do an inspection and actually get that square footage down to the exact
No
number.
problem. You can, welcome to do it anytime.
Okay, thank you very much. That's it for me, so.
Yeah, well, is there any other question, anyone?
No.
We'll take a look at it after they take a look at the square footage.
Could you tell us the address of your neighbor who's paying significantly less?
Yes, sir. Like 4,000 to 5,000 and some are 6,000 less. You can look at a 25 Hope View Court, 28 Hope View Court, and I am in a 26 Hope View Court. Even my
25 and
brother
28.
lives on a.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excuse me?
He has on his letter. It's in the letter he sent. I was just looking at it.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Singh, are they similar homes, similar style homes?
Yes, a similar style home, yes. One is a different style home, but they're similar. They have the same lot. Actually, a couple of them have a bigger lot than my lot.
Very good. Anyone else have a question?
No.
No, I'm good.
I do not have any question, and I'm not asking much, it's like a reduce like a 10% of the taxes, or that's all, 10, 12%, that's all.
All right, we'll try to do the best we can. We'll go over it. We'll let you know in a couple of weeks. You'll get a
No
letter.
problem. Very good.
Okay, great.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. All right. Bye. We done?
Yeah. Is Bill, is Bill, I forgot about Bill. Is Bill?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Jeez, I didn't hear you. And
Well, that's because I never got any of the paperwork. It was never sent to me, so I never got it.
I got you.
I'm just sitting here listening.
Yeah. Oh, so you're still okay with the follow-up date, right? The 15th of
Oh,
June?
yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, because after I realized, I said, gee, I didn't hear from Bill. Maybe, I don't know whether he can make it or not. Oh, good. So we're all set.
If Laura,
Huh?
Okay.
I'm done. I have nothing. What do we have to do to, what's the proposal to hang around? I mean, I understand, but can we leave the thing on and we have this?
Hi, well, what we're going to do is we're going to get our paperwork together to give you guys the list, because we have to read the list of all of the properties that are protests and get properties that are informal review stipulation agreements into the record. So we still have to do that.
Oh,
and we really need to wait till 8 o'clock because people have the ability to drop an email to us till 8 p.m. tonight.
Lori, the information you need we have to read into the record. Did Jerry have that?
No,
I don't think so yet. I think Laura is still working on it because we don't have a total number until 8 p.m. We have to wait we just got in something probably about a half hour ago, but I don't think we've received anything since then. So we're waiting to see if anyone else is sending us, grievances.
No, I'm talking about the ones we have to read into the record like we do every year.
Yeah. I don't have.
They're not all done yet. They're not all done. She's still working on. Is she there?
I don't think so.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna go. I have to go find her. She's not at her desk right now. Could you give me about a couple of minutes just to get back to you after I've spoken to Laura? Just hang on a minute, guys.
Okay.
Bill, you're
Thank you.
in focus here now.
Yeah, you're in the picture, Bill.
Bill?
I got what I did is the third computer's online.
Oh, you're on. You got your book came right on.
I'm going to be changing locations when we break for supper.
All right.
Hey, Jerry, we used to stick around until 9 p.m. We don't have to do that anymore?
Well, we got to hear it at least till 8.
Oh.
Guys, we're gonna have a break like we do every year from 6 o'clock till 7 o'clock. That's the dinner break. At 7 o'clock, we're back on, and we're on by law from 7 o'clock till 9 p.m. And unfortunately, we're stuck with that. So please be patient.
Here to line.
Lori, are you having sandwiches delivered to all of us?
No, only the people who are here. Keith, you should have came in.
I know.
We needed you. We needed you here.
I'll be there for the 15th, though. That's the important one.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I have to go find Laura. I'll be back.
All right, so we really got a lot of downtime now. Well, why don't we close at 6? Oh, we 8 minutes. So now-
Yes, we're closing at 6, so there's no time to do the list now. So because it's a long one. So if you guys want to start shutting down a little bit because we don't have anything up, we're not going to have time to see anything. So you can close a little bit early and just make sure that everyone is back by 7. So I think we should call you guys. Jerry, could you please call a close for the closed session?
Yeah, we're going to adjourn this session at 6 o'clock or prior to, and return by 7 for the reading of the minutes or something, the reading of the list. But my question is, can I just leave this, just leave it on the computer, and I don't have to shut it off and go back on? Do I sign on again? Does anybody know? I guess not.
You can leave it on if you want.
You can leave it on if you want, Jerry.
Yeah, I have, yeah, sure. Because otherwise I got to I don't know whether you can sign back in once you sign on like that because of the.
How do you mute the microphone?
Bottom left of the screen, there's a little picture of a microphone that says mute under it.
I don't have that, but you can hear me.
I just muted mine. Can you hear me? I think that worked.
You want everyone muted? Do you want everyone muted for the second?
Jerry, you want everybody muted until we're back at 7 o'clock?
Yeah, sure. That's a good idea. I'm just trying to figure out how to mute this here. Got to be something here.
Can you hear me, Jerry?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay.
I realized I was muted. Yeah. I did it off, then I just saw it came out of the screen. It said mute, unmute, so I unmuted it. So we have to.
We better not tell. Huh? We better not tell Paul about this kind of a device, or that's just how we'll have our board meetings.
Well, the meetings, the credit union meetings we have, it's exactly, we could do this, but I guess it's almost easier to do because we just read over facts, the phone,
right.
read over the phone. Because I often wonder, I said, why we don't really use Zoom? 7 o'clock. So we have an hour, well, we have 2 hours. So we have nobody coming in.
Lori said there's some kind of list we have to read into the minutes.
Oh, yeah, they didn't have them prepared. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff they read in.
No scheduled calls now? So unless somebody drops something, we ain't doing nothing.
Except for me, I gotta read this into the record.
Oh, okay.
Somebody.
Yeah, but I wait till 8 o'clock just in case somebody drops. I mean, I think the law says I have until 9 o'clock to drop it off, the very last. But everyone was asked to drop it off by 8, so 9 o'clock was drop dead, 8 o'clock is.
Okay. It's like Bill must have got on his computer now, because I see his face twice. You can see him. And I'm like, oh, there's a few. There's only five. And then there's really, I named, okay, that number. 065. You see Wiseman sitting right there with the glasses? He should. Okay, so then I don't know who I know. Maybe he's got somebody else in his family. He should be able to hear it.
You are muted. You are muted.
What's happening there? We're under attack.
Somebody's gonna be emailing their application, and then they're gonna, once I get everything together, I'll give it to you, give it to the other board members, then you can call it.
All right, okay.
Can you email it to me?
Could you wait?
Yeah, I have to wait for her to email me her
I'm
application,
sorry.
and then I'm gonna email it.
Tell you what, after she gives you the application, instead of giving her the information, what we've been doing is I've been dialing into them and connecting them, so just give me a phone number and a time and I'll take it out of the hands.
Feel like I'm in a tropical jungle.
So has anybody traveled Route 9W along Marlboro, newly paved road?
Not yet.
Beautiful.
They were paving Meadow Hill Road this afternoon, one side of it.
Yeah, well, I hope they finish it.
Yeah. Hey, well, you never know. You never know.
Depends on when they run out of money.
Yeah. Well, Drive 9W, it's really a delight.
Yeah.
I think it starts before the Raccoon Saloon.
Yeah, that's right down there.
Yeah, all the way up to Marlboro Town Hall, I believe.
I'll have to do it. I haven't been up that way in a while.
It's very nice.
You often wonder how to decide where they're going to pave because they got so many places to choose from. They just choose one and say, "Oh, there we go here next." And then you see them a couple years later, maybe.
They got a lot of work to do, Jerry. They have a lot of work to do.
Absolutely. They haven't done any infrastructure in God knows when.
I know.
Terrible.
You've driven 52, haven't you?
Oh.
It's terrible. All the way out to Plattekill.
It's the center's rotting away. And so you try to avoid that, you end up in the holes, you know.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. And I think when they did 52 near Stewart's on the way to Our Lady of the Lake Chapel, I think they had some intern do the paving because what a mess.
Yeah, this is what it weaves in and out like that. You see that?
Oh, it's just terrible. You have to hold on to that steering wheel real tight.
Oh, great.
Another one is the intersection of 17K and 300.
17. Oh, yeah,
That's a big intersection.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. They got a lot of traffic.
You got 2 lanes in every direction. So that's 8 lanes. There's 4. No, wait a minute. Yeah.
There's more than that because you have 2 lanes turning.
Yeah, that's right. It's 2 lanes turning.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they get a lot of, they're busy. Although since this virus, there hasn't been as much traffic over that way. Usually that's a bottleneck.
Bill.
Yeah.
You want me to turn it? Could you turn your phone down just a little bit? You're getting a little feedback here.
Who? I don't.
How's that?
Good, Bill, thanks.
Oh, very nice.
What are you watching, Jerry?
Don't watch the screen. I'm reading my. That isn't me. I didn't do that music. I'm doing the.
I'm teasing you, sir.
No, what they can call it here. The emails. I got a computer here. I'm reading the email, and You know, it's amazing this Zoom, how it works. And now there's somebody, who pays for that? Or is it a service of some kind? Is anybody? Because I do it with another group. They Zoom a lot, and I just sign on, you know.
I think it's free up to 20 minutes, but if you're gonna do more than 10 people or 20 minutes, then you gotta pay. So I believe the town of Newburgh has a corporate account.
Oh, I didn't even realize. I didn't know. I didn't have any idea. I said, there must be a connection. Must be a connection here somehow. You know, nobody.
Nothing's free, that's for sure.
To say, they give you ice in the wintertime if you're lucky. No, I didn't think it was spring, but
I think Zoom went to like 300,000 customers now. It's like incredible. Everybody's buying.
Yeah.
All right, what else do I need on my shopping list for tomorrow?
Which what?
What else do I need on my grocery shopping list for tomorrow?
Oh, that's when I go. We go 6, well, about 7 o'clock we get there, 7 o'clock in the morning, nobody in the store.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a senior, you know, they have it for seniors, I guess, but I guess anybody can go in. And last few times I go to ShopRite, I go to Price Chopper. The first time I went, I couldn't believe it's like 3 cars in the driveway, in the parking lot. I mean, plus the employees' cars. So I go in, and it's like 5 shoppers. I couldn't believe it, you know. I said, "Geez, this is a good thing." But you know, nobody. So you know, we do it now every once a week. The only thing is, you spend a hell of a lot more money because you only go once a week. You just buy everything, and that's in sight.
Those keys are still short here. You're putting them in short here.
I just came back on 52 and there must be 20 cars lined up waiting to get in the Dairy Queen's driveway. You know, like there's another lane of traffic there waiting to get in.
Oh, yeah.
Taco Bell's the same way. If you're going north, there's about this time, well, around dinner time, they were actually in line in that the lane closest to the curb, you know. And you're driving up, you think it's a holdup, you know, a big tank, crazy. One lane's one. What the hell's going on? Then you realize they're turning into Taco Bell, but they were really busy.
Is she still doing it too? But you do it on your own.
Yeah. She does, she went more into like the courts. She did grand jury stuff now. So, yeah, she's doing grand jury and.
Does anybody do any takeout?
Not very often, no. I stop at McDonald's once in a while and get a chicken sandwich. But you know what's funny is you look in the parking lot of the mall and there's like 25 cars in there because there's always a big line getting in there. And all people come there buy their lunch and eat it in their car. That's the new trend. New trend. They go to McDonald's and then zip it right out of the exit, right over here and park. I thought, well, what the heck's everybody doing here? And then they open the store. No, nothing's open. Oh, the only thing that's open is the ink place, that sells the business stuff down the end. What's their name?
Staples?
Who?
Staples?
Yes, they're open. And the thing was, about 3 weeks ago, I needed ink. And I said, oh, crap, everybody's closed. So I ordered it online and it took them a week to get here. I couldn't do anything, couldn't print anything. And then I was down there one day getting a fish sandwich, a chicken sandwich. And I look and say, there's some people going in there. And I realized they're open. I said, of course, I could have went right down there and bought it right off the shelf.
Bill Wiseman, did you have a busy weekend?
Huh?
Did you have a busy weekend, Bill, with the parades and everything?
Oh, Bill, I'm here. Can you hear you?
He's talking, but I can't hear him.
No, I can't hear him either.
She still works online.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, I was afraid of feedback. We only had one service this weekend, and that was at Town Hall.
Yeah, they cut out all the parades.
Yeah.
They didn't have any parades.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is your friends on Facebook.
She was at least.
Mhm. Yep, yeah, we were friends in high school. Yeah. My younger daughter's still home. So she's funny. Really funny.
Well, I'll tell you, this thing really, really took over. Although the stock market's coming back. It was up today. I didn't see what it is now, but it was up 500 or 600 points.
It really is.
Yeah,
What do you do now?
I know. I really don't know that much. And it's weird. Yeah, hard to get used to. Yeah, I told my daughter I'd rent her a car.
Oh.
Joe, when you were at Highland National Bank, how many years ago was that, Joe? Remember some of the things we went through down there?
You were Highland National?
It was, that's when it was the bank fun.
Yeah.
What did Highland National turn into? North Star?
North Star and then Fleet, now it's Bank of America.
I worked there when it was North Star.
Did you?
Yeah, with Steve Whitson. He was a branch manager, and Mike Brady was
Operations guy, yeah.
Yeah, and Lynn Hetzler.
She was my assistant for 15 years.
Really?
Yeah, she's a nice lady.
Yeah. That was in the 80s.
Oh. Yeah, refreshments. Thank you. What's up? Huh? Oh, I forgot all about that, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Margaret's doing their planning board meetings online now too.
School board too is gonna have their budget presentation, I guess.
Oh, yeah?
That should be interesting.
Yeah. A lot of people probably participate in that.
Yeah. The program we got's only 100 people. Like 500.
Yeah. How could you even manage that?
You can only have to talk like one at a time. Operate, be busy.
Yeah. Dominic is good. Get everybody up and going.
Nice stuff.
Obama.
We had the first one. He was the host, but he was at his house in Maine.
Mm-hmm.
So he hosted it from Maine.
Oh, okay.
And then Bobby put on how to do it type thing.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize it was a name.
Yeah, it could be anywhere.
In Costa Rica.
Just any place you have the internet, if you got good enough.
Yeah. Somebody said, open your door. He had this big door behind him, and he could see the beach. And it was so pretty.
Bill, turn your sound down just a little bit, okay?
Unless he's got like a laptop and his cell phone at the same time, because before he called it, now we got his video, so I don't know, if he turns down his. It's all over the screen. People are gonna think, oh, Bill Claudia won't lower my taxes.
Your computer is anonymous.
It's kind of terrible. It's funny because I tried it with Betty Green, so Betty used my computer, but I had her use a link through her email.
Oh,
And
okay.
it still came up.
Oh, did it? I'll be back to work fully. I thought, because during the day I do, depositions and hearings. So I thought eventually get that stuff going. But yeah. Did one thing they have going with parole hearing.
Someone goes to jail, whatever the bail thing. But they do those by video now.
Yeah.
So you have to also.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have so long, is it 72 hours, I think? To arraign them and-
My wife still works for the Bank of America. And, turn that down a little bit, will you? Turn your sound down a little, Bill.
I didn't touch it.
Okay, that's better. Thank you.
Yeah, but now I can't hear.
Oh, he's turning his speakers down, not his.
That might be the thing too. This he used it before, he called it on a regular phone, I think, before, right?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I don't know what he used, but a lot of feedback on his device.
Anyway, you start her. She's working. which is a little bit different.
You guys both worked at the Bank of America.
Pardon me? I never worked for the Bank of America. I worked, I came in is when I kind of went out.
Did you meet her through the bank?
Yeah. Yep. She's not real happy about it. Likes to talk to people. Not real happy about it.
Nothing's like it used to be.
No, for sure.
What was your wife's maiden name?
Tyler. There's a whole bunch of them. Brothers and sisters.
About Al Tietze. He was like this.
He Kingston. He was kind of the facilities guy. You on the second floor? When listening went to personnel, I
Oh, you did?
yeah.
I worked there part-time when I was in high school in the proof department. And then when I graduated high school, job. Right there was Mike. Lynn was there, and then I moved over to Steve. So you were
I actually, I ran it at a 385 whole main office. So I dabbled in security back. He's Florida or North Carolina. I hear from him every now and then. I haven't heard from him in a while. He's doing well. He went with M&T. Did real well there.
That's right.
Nancy.
with the security?
No, I haven't done anything at all, like my brother, nephew, and all involved with it. I haven't done anything with that company since 2014. How do you think I could go back now? We wouldn't know what to do anymore.
I know, things change so much.
Yeah.
They have all this Nest stuff and all the home.
There's so much to it, the stuff that like the younger generation's really good at.
Mhm.
Hello?
Yeah, no, this is good. In my house. In the living room. it for like, make sure she's not having any parties. The things we used to do when we were younger, parents go away and have all your friends over.
One of my sons asked me, he says like, how did you ever arrange with your friends to meet them after school if you don't have a cell phone?
Yeah.
You didn't tell somebody I'll beat you.
Middle school. And it was always so squeaky. Yeah.
And you also got an 8 too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I could use Joe and then.
I can mute it and go, I think.
I can mute it if you like.
About the Harika.
Sorry. Further away it grows. Break it or something. So this is to get what you get. That's all. And you're trying to do that. But see, your problem is it's not all down your, it's not all down your, and all that.
That's me. Hello? 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 Oh, it's for you.
he said, you know, so I Googled, and it came up with the address. Yeah, she was 1.2 miles away. I was trying to give her directions. And she, you know, it was a few turns. And after I said, you know what, why don't you follow me? And I know where it is.
Right there.
You know.
That's what we got close.
Oh, yes, he did. I pulled in the driveway. It was a big driveway. And I got out. Oh, yeah, this is it.
That's great.
She's only a mile away.
We have a woman in our office named Peg, and her mother is elderly. She takes lunches with her friends. Her friends. And what's up the difference between a wireless phone and a cell phone? Your home phone's out with it.
We've had two employees, and when they figured they have to come back, dementia. So what they did for
Wow.
it is sad.
Thank you. Very nice.
It's so hot
I'm impressed.
out there. It's nerve wracking. That's how, it's not like a guitar or like a guitar. I get nervous playing.
Sound great.
Thank you. I wish it was the other way around. Playing violin is any other instrument I played. You really feel it. Set up right, you really feel it when you play. Something about it. I guess you're your own worst critic. So when I play, I hear every little thing. To other people, it doesn't. They don't. Tuxedos. The lights and everything.
Pretty fun. 6 stories tall. Sony was looking at them.
Oh, really?
They opened up in Madison Square for little rap. They didn't play rap. They played like pop kind of. They were all like 16, and they tried out for to open. And why would they pick you guys to open up for Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne.
Your music is nothing. And they said, Mom, they don't want a rapper to open up for a rapper. It's like too much, you know, they want okay.
Lil Wayne is like huge. You know, he's like multi-million.
I want to say, Joe, years ago, somebody on our league, I think it was the Forgive that wrote Sweet Home Alabama.
Really?
Grandfather.
Okay.
The grandson gets married. Or it's over, he loses it. So that one
So bullying. So they wrote like entertainment. I don't know. He got shows. He used to take him clothes shopping. It was for the Grammy.
Yeah.
Play with their office.
Is she still doing this stuff?
A little bit more. After driving, and the van was so big, she's like, Mom, if I go away now to school and they get big, like, I'm with them for 3 years, you know? I'm like, you're 17 years old. If you're ever going to take a year off, you know, and just go play, now it's really.
Especially with that kind of, with those kind of things lined up, that's huge.
I mean, they went all over. They went on a tour. They did a lot. They did a lot.
Just say, I can just for a few.
Really?
I laughed. She rode with the band. I came home. And she texted me, I'm trying to remember, you know, all these people, I forget, I heard the name right now. One of these guys, Chuck Timberlake? No, maybe not Timberlake. Somebody like around that time.
Yeah, there's a lot of them during that time.
Yeah, one like with a little like blonde boy. I forget.
Justin Bieber?
Bieber? Yeah.
Probably,
They
yeah.
were at his apartment and his mom was making him something.
His girlfriend, like, it was a big deal where he was like,
yeah, he was at
Stephen Bucks.
Really? Yeah, it's like, is that?
Yeah, he was over at,
arrogant guy. Was that? Yeah.
yeah, so, Margarita. He has considered.
I think the biggest thing, not biggest accomplishment as far as like opening for some, we opened for 38 seats. I got, I know there's like three brothers. Leonard Skinner. Plane crash. The lead singer died. I think the one thing I met him, and I always thought of it as, oh my God, I met the guy from Leonard Skinner's brother. But it's weird because you sound like a guitar, yeah.
Government trained him.
Well, what happened? His father was a violinist. Something happened where, like during the Cold War, Rocky, government got him over to him. They did something like special for him because he was like a renowned violinist. He still is, like he still plays today. He ended up marrying Bill's sister. And Bill told me, this is way before I played violin, but he told me, you know, this guy, if you want tickets, this guy married my sister. But he's like one of the most, yeah, he's a violinist, and Bill was, he's still best ever. But he wrote these 24 violin pieces. Real classical violin, like age 5. It formed these 24 caprices.
Yeah.
But if you form these caprices, you're considered. Yeah. And they do it. There's no sheet music. They memorize. But these pieces are very long. But I went to that concert. Watch him do it. And it's crazy. But these they started early. They started right there. That's the only way that you're really become like a master of Rochester School of Music.
All that money he spent.
they always. Not very skew and you.
I was trying to figure out when.
Yeah, catch it.
And like if it was Poughkeepsie or whatever, Poughkeepsie or whatever. So like she would always say, "Where are we again? Where are we again?"
On stage, say that?
No, she would say before they got on. She'd be like, "Where are we again? Where are we again?" And my daughter was like, "Just say what's up."
Yeah, just say what's up, guys.
Nothing in there. So we're just working on me, start reading the list. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Hold on just 1 second. Hey, Jerry? No. They're gonna read into the minutes, you know, those sheets of.
Right, sure.
We're gonna do it here, so you
Okay. Okay. Letter.
They're gonna read it into the minutes, Jerry.
Okay. Who's taking the minutes? I have.
It's been recorded.
Michelle is here and
Okay. Oh, that's good. Oh, here it is. Fire when ready, Gridley.
All right, section block and lot 1-1-16.21. Jeffrey and Donna Mayer, 28 Lovington Court. 23-3-36.221. Glenbrook LLC, 60 Bombville Road. 83-1-20. Rose Panjeni, 48 Bombville Road. 20-2-12.12. Kurt Yagarian, 14 White Sales Drive. 9-3-27.1. 5392 Route 9W Incorporated. Address 5392 Route 9W. 1-1-49.1. Michael Giannotti, 907 Orchard Drive. 1-1-118.1. Manuel Figueredo, 296 Forest Road. 6-1-123. Stephanie Root, 24 Fabrizio Drive. 6-1-145. Lorenzo Frizenda, 14 Autumn Ridge Way. 6-1-149. Donna Castillo, 6 Autumn Ridge Way. 6-4-19, Louise Nielsen, 44 Far Horizon Drive. 6-4-30, Carrie Wagner, 16 Gala Drive. 6-4-36, Victor Gallo, 41 Gala Drive. 7-1-18.3, Vesivita Najapa, 11 Pillar Drive. 7-1-45, John Phillips, 201 Candlestick Hill Road. 7-2-5, Jessica Torres Charlemagne, 4 Utopia Court. 9-1-43.122, Tricia Najork, 215 Oak Street. 9-3-12.2, Bridget Zapone, 35 Latin Road. 9-3-45.1, Michael McGarvey, 725 River Road. 9-3-68, Michael DeSantis, 747 River Road. 14-1-50.11, Raymond Johnson, 2 Tree Hollow Drive. 14-1-74.2, Sean Davis, 24 Chapel Road. 17-1-119, Ryan Bradley, 4 Skyview Court. 17-1-120.2, Michael DeAdio, 6 Skyview Court. 17-2-128, Aman Goel, 4 Old Creek Road. 20-2-12.21, Satish Modi, 8 White Sales Drive. 20-2-12.3, Stephen Jackson. 20-2-73.2, Thomas Cook, 628 River Road. 20-2-83, Maurizio Loria, 58 Highland Terrace. 20-3-10, Cosmo J. Calandria, 10 Burning Tree Drive. 34-4-1.111, ENTN LLC, 299 Plank Road. 43-1-41, Nivarakuma Shah, 35 Cloud Street. 43-5-16.1, Pandarang Prabhu, 590 River Road. 43-5-38, Devi Hospitality Newburgh LLC. That's 5180 Route 9W. 43-5-65, Michael Vella, 4 Chelsea View Terrace. 45-1-4, Nicholas Marshall, 72 Susan Drive. 46-5-21, Ahmad Hadid, 34 Susan Drive. 51-5-7, Alfred Clapper, 12 Odell Circle. 55-4-6, Robert Wallace, 60 Delaware Road. 65-6-11, Barbara Caccarelli, 4 Innis Avenue. 67-7-1, Samuel Sneed, 2 Hilltop Avenue. 73-6-27, Peter Lombardini, 56 Taft Avenue. 75-1-49, Sarbjeet Bahinder, 56 Cronemer Hills Drive. 78-3-22-24. Anthony Tarasio, 225 Stonywood Drive. 79-3-14, Kurt Najork, 16 Pelton Farms Road. 82-2-10, Edward O'Donnell. 15, Aldendale Court. 82-2-25, Dennis Passy, 27 Waterway. 83-3-12, Carlton Bacon, 559 Grand Avenue. 86-1-68.6, Minnie Thomas, 168 Fletcher Drive North. 100-5-14, Ivana Angelo, 17 Herman Avenue. 103-2-12, Penelope Brady, 4 Royal Circle. 107-1-23.1, Wayne Barringer, 11 Sunny Lane. 117-3-32, Edward Conroy, 6 Shady Brook Lane. 119-1-55, David Ashley, 10 Wesley Court. 119-1-58, Shah Nawaz, 4 Wesley Court. 69-4-20, YYY Properties LLC, 70 Winona Avenue. 86-1-5243, Northern Enterprises, New York, LLC, 31 Holden Hill Road. 102-1-23, Northern Enterprises, NY, LLC, 9 Majestic Court. 75-1-21.12, 3 Kids Newburgh, LLC, Gardnertown and Creek Run Road. 95-1-40, the 4 Bs. 17 or at 89-2-9-2-20, New York State Department of
Hold on a minute. Bill, turn your volume down there a little bit.
I didn't touch the volume.
Oh, we're getting feedback from you somewhere. You got a speaker? Okay, so
4 Governor Drive. Nine -1-45.21, Orchard Hills Landing, LLC, 819 North South Oak Street. 95-1-45.12, Crossroads Court Real Estate, LLC, 1 Crossroads Court. 34-1-29.1, Micron Clean Uniform, 1605 Route 300. 34-1-30.2, Micron Clean Uniform, 1595 Route 300. 34-2-30.1, Janine Upstate LLC, 65 Janine Drive. 34-2-30.2, LPHG LLC, 65 Janine Drive. 34-2-67.1, Janine Upstate LLC, 65 Janine Drive. 43-1-8, Nilish Corp. Economy Inn, 5155 Route 9W. 43-2-7, Nilish Corp. Economy Inn, 22 Forstertown Road. 47-1-83.11, 172 Meadow Hill Road Real Estate LLC, 172 Meadow Hill Road. 60-3-29.11, Konu EW LLC, 1433 Route 300. 60-3-32.11. Cone EW LLC, 1425 Route 300. 60-3-32.21. Cone W LLC, 1429 Route 300. 63-1-22.22. LRW Inc., 450 Route 300. 76-4-3. Newburgh Acquisitions, 59 North Plank Road. 77-2-2.1. The Lavagnos Group LLC, ShopRite, 88 North Plank Road. 82-1-34. Exit 10 Incorporated, 5020 Route 9W. 86-1-39.21. Great Palace Realty, 5 Lakeside Road. 95-1-1.22. 700-900 LLC and JKC 700 LLC, 900 Corporate Boulevard. 95-1-8. JMDH Real Estate of Newburgh LLC, 2181 Route 300. 95-1-32.1. Newburgh Hotel Partners LLC, 93 Route 17K. 95-1-32.3. Newburgh Hotel Partners, 95 Route 17K. 95-1-47.2. DP66 LLC or Avenue West. 95-1-74. DP66 LLC, 14 Crossroads Court. 97-2-7.21. Target Corp., 50 Route 17K. 97-2-7.22. GEJ Newburgh LLC, 52 Route 17K. 9-1-25.1-1. Roaston Generating LLC, 1008 River Road. 9-1-28. Roaston Generating LLC, River Road. 9-1-29. Roaston Generating LLC, 994 River Road. 97-1-65.2. DRA Fidelco Newburgh LLC, 68 Stewart Avenue. (20-2-60). United Rentals and Sanford Sharp, 5311 Route 9W. 89-2-14. Aldo Farms LLC, 20 Governor Drive. 95-1-1.1. CNS Wholesale, 1500 Corporate Boulevard. 97-1-28.1. KH Orange Realty LLC, 7 Route 17K. 66-3-20. Orencom LLC, 1406 Route 300. 89-1-81. Junction Development LLC, 561 International Avenue. 78-3-29. KBD Holdings LLC, 5109 Route 9W. 60-3-41.21. Newburgh Mall Realty LLC, 1401 Route 300. 75-1-11. Mid-Valley Improvements Owner LLC, 39 North Plank Road. 99-2-36.1. Miracles of Humanity Foundation, Bellevue Road. 80-6-7. MAHO Bay Realty LLC, 1 Houghton Road. 97-1-54. V. Joe Operating Company Incorporated, 50 Stony Brook Court. 97-3-1.2. The Old Britain Group LLC, 1208 Route 300. 100-1-1, Time Plaza LLC, 53 Route 17K. 64-4-22, Old Plank LLC, 102 Old South Plank Road. 86-1-34, Cosmo Calandria, 8 Rock Cut Road. 97-1-22, Cosmo Calandria, 6 Route 17K. 99-4-23.22, Cosmo Calandria, 40 Route 17K. 100-5-22.22, Cosmo Calandria, Route 17K at Herman Avenue. 100-5-67.2, Cosmo Calandria, Route 17K at Herman Avenue. 9-3-44.2, Barry and Shima Tesma Hyman, 717 River Road. 20-1-3.33, Zeph Jerezovic, 126 Barber Drive, Newburgh. 20-2-22, Rita Sharma, 596 River Road. 20-2-26.2, Shakula Klepish, 611 River Road. 23-2-24, Mitchell Kohler, 14 Hopeview Court. 43-5-17.11, Surur and Saida Alam, 568 River Road. 45-1-20, Naja Lingam Jella Ingam, 46 Susan Drive. 75-1-25, Scott Sharono, 133 Gardnertown Road. 77-4-4, Malcolm Meyerson, 3 Stanley Place. 82-2-13, Anthony Giordano, 12 Aldendale Court. 111-2-22, Russell Marwin, 26 Roslyn Lane. 121-1-13, Riza Chaudhry, 12 Anchor Drive. 122-1-5, James Hubbard. 95-1-39.21, Walmart Real Estate Business, number 2104, 1201 Route 300. 95-1-49.122, Cosmo DeBreezy Trust, Route 17K. 95-1-80, COS 17 Roman numeral 2 LLC, Route 17K. 112-1-1.58, Andrew and Maria Saiga, 802 Portland Drive. 112-1-1.117, Andrew and Maria Saiga, 1505 Portland Drive. 60-3-40.2, JR&R LLC, Weinbeck Realty LLC, 1413 Route 300. 34-2-38.51, Amar LLC, 5 Genie Drive. The next are senior exemption denials. These are 17-2-43, Robert and Joan Giroux, 422 Fostertown Road. 19-3 -2-9, Nancy Stilts, 37 Brandywine Crossing. 92-6-21.1, Joseph Cassidy, 41 Ty Avenue. 103-2-8, Beatrice Rubiano, 12 Royal Circle. 110-1-1.34, Mildred Starren, 34 Westbrook. 120-1-1.119, Janet Johnson. The next ones are stipulations. 3-1-123, Thomas and Lisby Delaporta, 2 Summerfield Drive. Section block and lot 8-1-42.32, Christopher Ruigrok, 8 McDonald Drive. 17-2-129, Deborah and David Stillman, 12 Old Creek Road. 17-3-27.2, Corey and Elizabeth Stewart, 2 Distillery Path. 22-2-38.31, Melissa Schaefer, West Carter Avenue. 32-3-39.12, Jeffrey and Justine Lease, 597 Grand Avenue.
Rich.
64-1-1.1, Kane WPO LLC, Carrie and Alan Daniels, 202 South Plank Road. 72-11-10.1, Frank J. Valadina III, 8 Pleasant View Avenue. 114-1-1.25, Vincent Fazio, 2701 Barclay Manor. 125-1-39, Jonathan Javier, 17 Copper Rock Road. These are the following people that appeared before the board. 2-1-48.22, Pamela and Richard Mott, 957 Route 300. 22-2-11, Melissa Schaefer, 365 Carter Avenue. 23-2-45, Bakken Singh, 26 Hopeview Court. 43-1-23.1, Robert and Virginia McCurdy at 73-75 Fostertown Road. Informal review is conducted for section block and lot 1-1-24.45 by Eddie Garcia at 10 Tall Oaks Drive. Here endeth the reading.
Could you run through that one more time? I'm sorry.
Yeah, now I know you're working from home. That's why.
Gary, I think we're done. Maybe we have to run him 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I think we had to sit here until 9, but unless someone else drops out paperwork, which no one's done, we're done.
I guess we're going to hang out till 9 o'clock, Jerry.
No more applications were submitted. Laura checked them.
No more applications here. We just got to.
He's not gonna shoot, oh,
I thought you said the cutoff was 8 o'clock. If it wasn't in by 8, they're out.
if it doesn't come in by 8, no, they can't send it in, but we have to stay open until 9.
That echo is
Jerry,
weird.
Laura wanted me to tell you that she is on the way to your house. Okay?
There was
Can
too
you
much.
guys hear me?
I understand what you said, Lori.
I said, Jerry, Laura wants you to know she's on the way to drop off the papers at your house.
Oh, good. I tell you, all right, fine. She'll just ring the bell. Oh, there.
Okay, she will. She's leaving now.
Okay.
Thank you.
I know she said she's gonna email it to you, but here's the paper copy.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you.
I'm gonna test you on some of those names later.
Hey, Bill Weissman,
Yes.
did you make arrangements to get some of this paperwork? You said you didn't get it before.
There's some of my email that came in right at supper break, but I haven't printed it yet. I haven't looked at it.
Okay. There's a set of hard copy here. It was made for you or whoever. You want to make arrangements to pick it up, or you okay with the emails?
I'm all right with the emails. I can just leave them on my computer and use them when we
Okay.
meet on the 15th.
Okay.
Hi, guys. I'm sorry, I know it's very boring, but I do have to ask everyone to stay. By law, we have to be 4 hours for taxpayers. I'm not having any calls in the hour, but I'm in there. I'm in, I'm letting more of these, just like, go bring people, Jerry, sign. But we have to stay on so long.
I think I gotta turn a light on here. I'm just in the dark.
I was just concerned about trying to go light on for Laura because it's dark outside.
Oh, I didn't hear what he was saying. I couldn't, grab her 2 minutes. She's still in the hallway. Of our, what we got last year, one for each member of the board. Oh, here's what the prize is gonna be. Let's just do. If one of the guys, if Joe does recuperate faster than you think, I'll send him to pass. So 14. No, 15, sorry, the 15, sorry. So can you get it to me by?
Yeah. I think we only went- Yeah.
Yeah. So give it to me by 10.
We didn't, I don't have it.
Yeah. Phones. I'll be back, guys.
Okay.
Hey, we got a number of grievances. Again, from those tax companies. And a lot of them, for the value of the subject, that, again, they just put down $1,000, like zero effort into it, you know? I mean, we should probably talk to the court and see if we can get them just to dismiss those, because it's $1,000. Like, they're not even putting any effort into it. They're just writing these up and writing $1,000 on there and submitting them in hopes of getting you guys to do some type of reduction on there. You know, it seems kind of a waste of everyone's time, to be honest with you.
Well, I think for them to do that, the board would have to not just deny, but they would have to take that extra step. And I don't know, I have to look it up. Hold on a second.
Well, that's part of what Lori was talking about, and sending them all a letter and giving them to the 10th, giving them the 10 days so that they can come up with something legitimate, you know? And if they don't, we should figure out how we can just reject them.
So I just looked it up. So they would have to not just deny them, they would have to dismiss them on the basis of them not responding to a request by the board for correct information. So we did send out letters to everyone this year, and we're going to see what we get back in return. But it would need, for the first step towards doing that is a dismissal as opposed to a denial. And I don't know if they've given that little information that we can do that. That's going to be a decision for the board.
If they do a dismissal, does that preclude them from filing a SCAR?
That is correct.
Oh, all right. Awesome. If we could do that, that'd be really helpful.
Well, I'll put out the paperwork for that. I think there's something in the real property tax law that says what the extent of what they need to, you know, file with us is, and we'll see what the board will have to decide that.
Okay.
But it's requiring a dismissal as opposed to denial.
Great.
How does the board feel about that? Jerry, how do you guys feel about doing dismissals?
She's asking a question about you. She wants to know how you feel about something.
I have a problem with it.
Lori, did you call me? I was signing those papers in the other room. Did you ask?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, Jerry. No, I didn't realize. I'm sorry. We were just talking about dismissals, but go and sign your papers. It's okay.
Yeah.
This is something that you guys, I'll give you some.
Yeah, Laura's waiting for me. That's why.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll give you some information on it for your determinations day. I'll put a letter about it out there.
Well, that's Does anyone know how we're gonna vote for the school budget? Isn't that supposed to be this coming week?
School budget. All right.
May, it's every May, right?
Yeah, yeah, no, I don't think it's May. Yeah, I guess it is May, but I just got a thing on that.
Same time you vote for the school board, you vote for the budget.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But if we can't go vote, because it's not social distancing.
Yeah, I was wondering how they're gonna do that. That's right. I probably shouldn't have said. Although I did, my wife got today got an application. I didn't get one. She got one application for an absentee ballot.
Well, for the primaries or for the actual election?
For the school, I think.
Oh, for the school, really? Okay.
I didn't even read it. I
got one for the primary.
I think you have to contact them if you want an absentee ballot. You have to call over there.
Well, they sent her an application for one. I don't know why. She never filed absentee before, but I didn't get one. She's the only one who got one. But
oh, that's interesting.
Gary, that's the primary, I think.
Primary. Oh, I just read it real quick and I said, I can't be bothered. I'll vote with her, but she wasn't going to look for an absentee ballot anyway. Oh, well.
Well, I think if you call over there, you can request it. So you should probably try that.
Yeah.
And especially if they're going to go over the 2%, then they need a supermajority of vote from the public to approve that, right?
Well, yeah, they have to. There's I just was reading a thing from the teachers. They want you to vote for the budget because based on Cuomo said he's going to do some cutting and he's going to probably cut what they said, music and sports, because he's got to make up a percentage. He doesn't have enough money to. What is he? 13 billion or 13 billion in a hole. So
what, New York?
Yeah, New York. So, but the local school district apparently has a fund that they put money in for each tax collection, and so I said, let them use that on this shortage. Just for new.
Okay. Yeah, because if we get a super spike in the school tax rate, we're going to have 10 times the number of grievances next year.
You're not kidding. I'll tell you. Well, I was listening to Cuomo today. He's fighting for federal aid. He's blaming the federal government if he doesn't get it. He says, how are we supposed to, with this virus thing and everything? He didn't tell me he was 7 billion in the hole before he started. Now he's 13 billion.
Yeah. No, I heard 6-point-something billion before, back in February before any of this started. So.
Yeah, right. He was. That's what I mean. I said 7, but I was 6 something, and now he's 13.
It could take a decade to recover from that.
Oh God, yeah. Sure can.
Oh boy.
Although the stock market went up today, based on the fact that stores are going to start opening and things.
They're psyching us out because there's absolutely zero positive economic news. I mean, when second quarter numbers come out at the end of June, it's going to be a nightmare. I bet the market takes a big dive after that.
Yeah, well, it's always.
Oh God, I hope not. I did hear they're letting barbers and hairdressers get out there and cut hair again, so that's good news.
I think they're going to fall into this next. As a matter of fact, today was the day we're supposed to open.
We have to wait about 2 weeks after the first phase is successful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's all cross our fingers.
I'll tell you, those fireside chats every day are getting ridiculous. Yeah, he says, wow, look what I've done. I've saved the world again.
Well, you got a double dose of Cuomo today because he rang the opening bell at the market.
Yeah, I know. He still had a lot to say. Also went down and threw a wreath off one of the boats.
Yesterday, I saw that.
Hey, he wants to get some votes. He's what he's looking for. So he's on the move. Every day he's a different part of the state with his fireside chat.
He's no FDR though.
No, that's true.
That is funny. If you live stream, then you can pick and choose what you're going to listen to. So try live stream.
Jeez.
You want to get depressed, you ought to sneak up and take a look at your IRA statement.
Done that.
Yeah.
Anyone who's planning on retiring in the next year or two, I feel really, really bad for them. That's terrible. Especially if you're at the age where you have to start taking disbursements from your IRA every year, whether you need it or not.
Yeah, 70 and a half.
Yep. It doesn't even give you the opportunity to try to get back to where you were.
You have a grace period this year. You don't have to pull out your RMDs.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
No, not this year.
Or 18, or something here. I read it. I just got that note or something. They said because of the virus or something, you don't have to take it out.
That's correct. And if you weren't 70 and a half at the end of the year that just passed, you have until 72.
Oh, that's good. Well, I take it out anyway, so.
Yeah, so have we, so.
I take it anyway. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, I always say.
I know, it was a couple months back. I'm sure you guys probably get the newspaper. Did you see that thing they had about the Great Depression, that supplement? It was in the paper.
No, I didn't.
It's actually really good. I kept it. I'm just finally getting around to reading it now, but it was really interesting. It said that on September 3rd, 1929, the Dow was at 381. And it wasn't until November 13th, 1954, that it got back to that number. It had dropped down to $41, and it was not till 1954 till it got back to the closing that it was at on September 3rd, 1929. Isn't that shocking?
Just the fact that it was only 300 or in the three digits. Today it was $25,000 something. Now,
July 8th, 1932, the Dow was down to $41.22. and it took until 1954 to get back to 383.
Wow. I never realized that. I never heard that before. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Good grief. Shoot.
And that was with FDR in there trying to get everything going again.
Yeah. That's why people were jumping up the buildings.
Oh, boy. All right, 10 minutes and counting.
Yep.
I'm still clocked in, so I can't crack a beer yet, but I just put one in the freezer.
Oh, boy. Sometimes I wonder whether it's better to have more people coming in than just having a few, because you got so much downtime.
Yeah, it could have gone either way. It could have been with people had so much free time that they have nothing else better to do than to grieve their assessment, but I'm glad it wasn't that awful bad. We got a lot from the companies, but not from individuals. So.
Well, most of the companies send in, it's automatic. They got it on a automatic mailer.
Yeah, oh yeah.
This goes right in.
Yep. We had a number of taxpayers bring a copy of the letter in that these companies were mailing out, you know. Very deceptive. You know, one of you guys brought one into us, I think.
I didn't bring one. Or...
Maybe Wise did. Somebody did.
Did anybody hear how Joe Lacros is doing?
Say it again.
Did you hear anything about how he's doing? Is he improving? Is he going?
How who's doing? I missed the first part.
Oh, I said he fell down. He broke his eye or
Oh.
Orbit. I was just wondering. He went to the hospital. He was in the hospital. I wonder how he was doing.
I did not hear a thing myself.
I put in a call over to the house and I got the answering machine. So I left a message for his wife, but I haven't heard back from her. So
Yeah.
I hope he's okay. But when I last heard he was going, Jerry was the one who told me that he was going to Westchester Medical. I'll try. I don't want to call her too much because I know that they're not letting people into the hospitals. I don't know if she can even get in there to like be with him while he's there. But as soon as I hear something, I'll send an email out to all.
Good. Yeah. All right. Yeah. In fact, you told me he was on a walk. He had a walker. I didn't realize he had a walker.
Yes. Yep. He's using one of those walkers that also has a seat. So
Yeah.
I was really surprised when I heard that he had fallen because I said, I thought he would have been very safe with that. So I'll find out from his wife when I do finally get her.
Yeah.
We have 9 minutes to 9 o'clock, guys. So it's almost time, but we got to make it till 9. So hang on there.
All right. Sure.
99 bottles. No.
I'm going to send a nice card to his house, for him to get well soon, and I'll make sure that I put all the board on there in our office. So.
Good. That's good.
Okay. No problem. Guys, in the next few days, please do watch your emails because I have a few things that I need to send to you. Just some basic things from the town for, I have something that you have to sign stating that you were here for the night of the Board of Assessment review, that little paper that you sign. And then I also have, I'll send off the invoices and all of that stuff as well. So just be watching, get it back to me as soon as you can. I appreciate it. Okay.
By 7:30. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
I'm gonna stick around till the end.
We gotta go to that thing, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, but this has been recording forever. Yeah, but all the personal conversations. No, because we had you.
yeah, I'm talking about just now. I mean, it's something that is probably. Yeah, that's it. I can edit out. You can't edit that on the recording. These things.
Well, we're down to 6 minutes.
We got the big space launch tomorrow. You know that?
The big, oh, that's right, yeah.
The first time we're sending astronauts up in a rocket built by a private company instead of by NASA.
And they're doing it here in the US. We haven't.
Yeah, I think it in Florida.
Yeah, we haven't fired a rocket here in a long time.
Not one made by NASA. That SpaceX has shot some rockets off, bringing satellites up there, but this is the first time they're doing it with astronauts. The future.
What are they? They're going to the space station, right?
Yeah, going to the space station.
Yeah. I don't think I'd like to do. I don't know whether I'd do that or not. Geez, I have second thoughts about that.
Not going in a rocket, or
just going and getting up in the air, that darn thing. Who the heck?
Well, that Elon Musk swears he's going to put a man on the moon in our lifetime. So.
Yeah. Well, he said he said a lot of things, but a lot of his stuff is. I mean, he does well, but a lot of his things. Like he remember he made that big thing about his car being a completely safe. It was bulletproof. It was everything, and they threw a rock right through.
Yes, I remember that. Yep.
He said, "Well, I didn't know that."
Yeah, at the premiere of the car, that's when that happened, right?
Yeah, he was showing how safe it was.
Yeah.
It was bulletproof glass, unbreakable glass. So look at this, look, right through the window. Very good.
Oh shit!
But you know, he just won a big point just recently.
He won a what?
He just won a big point. He had I don't know how many thousand people working for him, and at the factories, and they were said you can't go to work. They you know the law with the epidemic and everything.
California, yep.
Yeah, and he said, "Good, I'll move. I'm moving to my work, my stuff to the next state or wherever it was, where they welcomed him. And the next thing you know, he's doing business full swing right where he was. I mean, I think it was like, I'm not sure of the number, but it seemed like 37,000 jobs.
Yeah.
Would have been going with him.
Yeah, he did that with Trump's blessing for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because the governor said you can't go back to work, you know. I said, okay, I'll go someplace where they want me.
I never realized that he was the one who developed that PayPal, and then he sold it. That's how he got going.
Was that it?
Yeah.
I often wondered how he made his money. You know, hey, PayPal.
2 minutes, everyone.
The one that went really big is that Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
That whoever's involved there. But one of these days they're gonna you're gonna say, where did the Bitcoin guy go? There's no record.
With everyone's money.
Yeah, everything's under the table. Nothing. No records. No nothing.
The one that I have is gonna have more than that, because I'm just gonna send you.
But it's worth millions and millions of dollars. It started with nothing. You know, if you jumped into that when they first opened up, my God, what, a couple $100 worth. I'm
No
like,
kidding.
you know, give me worth $1 million, they give me worth $1 million today.
I'll work with whatever you send.
I just don't want you to have to retype.
I can just see somebody coming up to me saying, hey, this stuff's gonna be good one day. Yeah,
It's gonna be big.
Yeah, give me some green cash. Forget that stuff. Because there's even any, you just write it down, you write it on paper. I don't know what you do. There's no.
Just like Amazon, right? Oh, they're gonna sell stuff online, you know? Oh, Christ, that's, you know.
Yeah.
It's 1 minute to 9, guys. Jerry, can you please end the meeting if you're accepting that?
What's that?
I said, if Jerry could just answer,
1 minute to go, huh? Is there any official sign off?
Yeah.
9 o'clock, good night.
All right, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Lord and prosper.
The official closing of the Board of Assessment Review for this year. Where the hell's the turn off here? Here we go. I'm leaving.
Take care.
Leave meeting.
Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate it.
That was easy.
You got his announcement.